I've seen some stuff on that, but I don't know if it would be a game that I would enjoy streaming at all. We got 2 Titan's Tooths, 2 Drip Falls, and a Glacial Seal with Tethys as our starting champion. Super early Memorial Fund is appealing here. Yeah, I don't currently have any consume cards. Is your favorite clan combo? I think it's super strong. Tethys is super strong. And the Melting Remnant have a... Excuse me. The Melting Remnant have a couple of really strong cards to like complement Tethys, and then also like all of these dregs are decent chump blockers, but more importantly just get out of the deck so that, you know, your few strong cards that you have the spells you want to repeatedly play can be a bigger part of your deck later in fights. The Towers are going to nerf Shadow Siege. It's the winningest card. Is that like surprising in any way? How could it not be? Like, the only time you would ever put it in your deck is when your deck has already broken all of the energy requirements for the game. I wonder what its pick rate is, because I bet its pick rate is not very high. So we're taking a bit of damage here, but that's okay. The end of the world. We're also not getting the collector, which is also something I'm completely fine with. I guess there isn't really any reason not to drip fall this, although it probably doesn't actually achieve anything either. Play here must just be Titan's Tooth. Right. Also put it here. That seems way too greedy though. How much spell weakness is it? 3? No, that seems way too greedy. Okay, I'll just put it here. Farhawk, thanks for 10 months. I'll bum show to you as well. Hey, IRB Alex. I'm glad you liked it. I'm talking about upcoming patches for Monster Train. Maybe. I don't know, apparently someone was like reading the things the devs were saying or something. I have not been. Thanks for 27 months, my brownin'. So the best way to do this is to put the Glacial Seal there and the Train Steward there. Oh, it kills. Kills. Gets hit by Train Steward and dies. But it gives me 10 gold more from Memorial Fund. Okay. We took 17 damage. We got the trial done, and we're up to 225 gold, which is pretty good. And I really like the Helical Crystallis here with a spell weakness Tethys and no high damage spell yet. I'm probably okay with a molded. I don't have much to do with it yet, but it's just sort of a powerful card. In TMT. Eternal Stone, Strength Stone, Hearthstone. We go Endless Lady of the Reformed. I think I'll take the lady just because, like, the stats, you know? Maybe not gonna make her endless, though. Health goes on Glacial Seal so it doesn't die to sweeps and awkward things like that. And we'll just take a reroll. Yeah, good multi-strike here. Like solid. Very expensive. I think I'd rather up the tank stats slightly. Let's give Glacial Seal power, because that'll actually kill relevant enemies somewhat frequently. And let's get rid of a Frozen Lance, I think. I'm okay with removing Train Stewards and Frozen Lances, and I think I'd rather currently remove a Frozen Lance because Train Steward's making me 5 gold. And quite a lot of fights. Hey, Solid Mickey. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a cozy... excuse me, just a Thursday. Hope your Thursday's going well. I'm gonna play against Thorns here, which means Tethys probably dies pretty quickly, but you know, that's okay. In fact, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and play Tethys here and it dies. This way we don't get the curse. Alright, it just dies to the thorns. Sure. This will die to Frostbite before it gets to the Pyre. Just died a Helical Crystallis now, that works too. And he's going okay, Kiali. Sam Dog. Revolution Kyle, hello. Super hot today in California. Yeah. Definitely getting hotter in my neck of the woods too. Similarly, not super happy about it. I bet I have it better than California does right now, though. Why does Dirtfall cost 2? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. With Molded, I think the plan is to kill up on this floor. That way we get as much value as possible out of Memorial Fund. And there's no risk of failing to kill here. You can just play any unit. Just gonna die, no problem. Oriental Rug. Have you ever played either of the Thea games? I think I like looked at them once. I don't remember playing them. Unless they're like a 4X with like mythology, in which case maybe I played one of them. But maybe it was a different game. There are so many games. There are just so many games. Flash Freeze is probably okay here, but I don't think it's incredible. I'd rather just make it so I can play the Titan's Tooths regularly. Solve that problem that way. I don't really have a reason for Molded to be good yet. I guess the Lady, sort of, but mostly I don't, so I'm just gonna skip here as well. Oh, cool, Root. I'm glad that you enjoyed listening. I have 255 gold, but there's no store here. I could grab another Lady of the Reformed. It's just a 2550 creature. But it is a 2550 creature, you know? Also grab another Glacial Seal, which is a smaller creature with a better ability. It also only takes 1 capacity, which is sort of nice. Or we can go check out the artifact. I think I like getting more creatures in this deck. I like getting another creature than going here. We don't have any incredible spells that seem worth upgrading yet, so I'd be happy with a Merchant of Magic. It'd be okay. But the other stuff on this side of the path is not great. Ire Remains seems sort of relevant, although we're going to heal at the end of the Daedalus fight if we win it. But the Merchant of Steel and the Unstable Vortex both seem great. I think I like taking 2 more creatures here. I wonder if Lodestone Totem is so strong that we actually just take a 0/1 Lodestone Totem over a 10/26 other totem. It's very strong. Well, we certainly take it over the Shark. There's not much reason to click on this, is there? If I made ladies smaller, I could copy lots of them. Other than that, though... Wait, I'd want to click this one first for that too. No, there's like no reason to click this first, I don't think. Okay. This Seraph fight gives me blights that cost 1 ember. So, like, honestly, I'm not sure that I've ever been very excited about Weathered Coldstones or Penitent Remains, but especially right now when we're in the Seraph run, where we're going to have 1-cost blights in the final fight. Having them deal 100 damage to the front enemy just seems pretty good to me. And then I think I do like the Glacial Seal. It's a tough choice. All three of these creatures have quite strong arguments for duplication. The lady has the highest stats, obviously. The glacial seal has the middle stats and a decent ability, and then the lodestone totem has the worst stats but the best ability. So I think it's just stats. I think it's just lady. All right. And need some chill today. Yeah, I'm trying to just chill today as well. So hopefully this will work for you. Anywhere that I don't want to put a train steward? Put it here. So we're somewhat reliant on this floor staying alive. If the lady dies, I do get to reform her. This goes in front of Tethys, but behind Freezing Totem, I think. Pretty sure. Found a seed we think is unbeatable. Check the Discord if you're interested in helping us crack it. Fascinating. I wish I could kill my own train stewards. It's like not super exciting. These are in the deck right now. Put this. I don't know. I don't think I play this one. So Molded is still in the deck. I think the play here is just Titan's Tooth. It's just the way to apply the most negative stuff to Daedalus. It's weird because I'm sort of okay with the train stewards dying, right? But I can't get rid of them. They won't die. Why won't you die? And de facto links to 2 months. I'm show to you too. Hey Lucas. It's already final wave time. Well, Titan's Tooth helps a little bit, but certainly doesn't like win the entire fight yet. Young Thundercat, thanks for Twitch Prime. And then we'll show to you too. Okay, if I were to grab a Lady of the Reformed with Molded and then descend her, I'm pretty sure that wins. Helical Crystallis wins, but it doesn't make me as much gold. It would actually be sort of nice to get rid of a Calcified Ember, I guess. So let's see. We want to make sure that we always win next turn. I think if I go... What's the worst hand I can have? Deadweight, Dreg, Trained Steward, Gripfall? It's a pretty bad hand. I'm pretty sure I still win with Lady. How much was raised for charity and a few days ago? Somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000, I think. I think we got really close to 4,000. Close enough that I did the like incentive, even though we didn't technically cross it during the stream. Hey, all bugs. I thank you for the sub, Young Thundercat. Yeah, see, Wobbles, you hit Covenant 17. Does it diminish the accomplishment at all if half of them were because of Thorned Hollow and having 40 regen? I mean, I just edited the text file. I don't know. Alright, so that kills one more unit. And now we do this, so one more dies, and we're done. Not bad at all. Took no damage in that fight and got a lot of Memorial Fund procs. Just based on the fact that 2 of these cards are not golden yet, I'm gonna guess that this is a pretty bad card reward. Yeah, probably not the best. Ancient's Energy is not incredible with Melting Remnant, that's for sure. Although, something that is worth considering is that we're against the Seraph that consumes our spells. So we probably want to add a bunch of spells like this to our deck, just so that we have a bunch of them. We're not gonna like win the run with playing the same 3 spells over and over again, because they will consume. Sleepy Murden. Hey, Whale to the 3rd. RS Jackson, hello. Alright, let's try the Ancient Synergy. It's okay. I wouldn't go any further than that, though. I grab another sweep creature. We have a lot of creatures. I think I like Ember right now. I definitely want to take 1 Ember and 1 draw in this run, based on what's gone on so far. I'm thinking I'll take the Ember first, and this way I can get rid of the 3-cost Calcified Embers, or whatever they're called. Okay, so Merchant of Steel. Get these creatures upgraded a bit. Large Stone is not really what I wanted. Okay. Definitely want Strength on our sweep creature. Maybe I do just want this. Shit. 16's more than 11. Meaningfully more than 11 too. think I'll look for quick rather than buying that one. I'm actually gonna go ahead and give Lodestone Totem attack, and yeah, it becomes a problem if we don't get health here, which we didn't, and if it kills itself to Thorns. Also got Endless, which is not very good. Although Memorial Fund, Okay, I'm going to have to put gain 1 armor for spellcasts on that. Try to make it a little bit less likely it dies to things. Although the fact that it is a Lodestone Golem Lodestone Totem, makes it less susceptible to sweep type enemies, I suppose. I don't think I want my sweep creature to be endless. Let's remove a Train Steward. Sort of wish I removed a Train Steward the first time right now. Yeah, I'll take 10 Frostbite. And let's remove 2 more of these. The floors are just very, very full right now. Marking. Haven't played Germany since like yesterday on stream. We were up to industrialization-ish. I think I was just about to build coal power plant. Enemy units enter with armor 15. I'm fine with that. You're the only person who hates to play as the wax people. I enjoy them. I don't know. I've generally found them to be sweet. I want the Lodestone Totem on this floor, I think. So I think we go this. This. I'm just like playing big, well, not even really big, medium-sized creatures here. New Zealand Star, thanks very much for the 3 months. I'll show to you too. Okay, here's our Lodestone Totem, which I believe goes in front of Tethys. I'm gonna put Glacial Seal up here so I don't draw it anymore, but gosh, that is not the best place for Glacial Seal to be. And I will admit to that being true. I think the deck runs a little bit better with 5 capacity on the bottom floor, probably. The dregs are like 25 gold per fight. Nice. Is this a curse-giving fell that's waiting for us? No. No, I don't believe so. I think it's rage. Pretty sure. Interesting. Okay. Could dripfall this as well. This way I make more gold. What's better, ascend or descend? Well, it certainly depends on the situation, doesn't it? Like, what's better, turning left or right? Well, which which direction would you like to go? I think that in general, get rid of this. Probably Ascend is more generally powerful, but I'm not sure. GG. I failed to kill my units. That was a problem with descending my Cold Kylia. Is what it's called, right? Cold Kylia? Something like that. Take a Guardian's Amulet. And then we want to try to work out how to discard the cards in our hand, I guess. Play a sap strategy for late game. Oh. Do I... Presumably I take this. Like, I already have 2 rare sap cards. Sap and stealth don't exactly synergize, but we can get away with having 2 very powerful defensive effects in our deck, I would say. I think it'll be fine. When you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0. Ember for the turn. That's cool, but I think Winged Steel is actually better here. Devs are buffing 3-cost Rage, nerfing 3-cost Sap, and nerfing Shadow Siege, apparently. Alright. Shadow Siege. Shadow Siege has terrorized my runs recently, so I guess there you go. I can take another Ember upgrade now, or even a capacity upgrade. Siege's highest winner in the game for units. Well, yeah, but it's probably one of the lowest pick rates in the game, right? Last Alistar, I think it's the 22 months. I'm sure you as well. Sort of need to look at how often it wins against the times that it's offered, rather than against the times that it's picked, but I don't know. There are lots of metrics you can look at. It doesn't seem unreasonable to nerf it. Sap 2. Exclamation mark empty reference is always there if you're wondering about game mechanics. Sap reduces power by 2. And decreases by 1 every turn. So if you sap for 3, it will have -6 attack, and then -4, and then -2, and then be back to normal. I don't know what I'm doing. Shut. That's awkward. Probably always want to play Helical Crystallis, and it's probably not worth like holding open upgrade slots in it for other things. Hold over Guardian's Amulet. Do I want to remove a card or take plus 10 damage on something? Maybe on this, get it up to 170-ish. By the time that I get to Seraph, I'll probably have added a few more spells and then might be able to one-shot a 190 health creature. 156 is... Sorry, 168 right now. Very close already. Or we could just do this. It's a card that we play multiple times. Let's do this instead. Zephyrus, thanks for 2 months. Sagbomo show to you too. I took everything, right? Yeah, we took everything. Three-cost Rage went from 6 to 8. 3-cost Sap went from 3 to 2. Or... Okay, this will deal a little bit of damage to me, maybe. Psych Offensive Seraph. I think I'm okay with that. My sweep creatures are pretty good in this fight. Anything else to do, really? I can put this here. Gives me a little bit of health. Put this here just so it dies immediately. And I don't actually want to play these. I don't think. I guess I could. I guess it doesn't... It either doesn't make a difference or makes things worse if I play those anywhere, I think. Let's play them in the pyre. That'll look confusing. Alright. Got one of these. This one goes here. This one goes here. Don't play any of those, unfortunately. This die. Is it useful to play Helicocrystalis? It's not, again, right? In fact, this time it would hurt my creatures to play Helicocrystalis. But it would deal 10 damage to that. But my Lady of the Reformed would take 12, 22 instead of... Okay. Oh, but I have Sap. Only too confusing. Far too confusing. Casting was 2 more damage. Unoptimal. Suboptimal? Dealt a bunch of damage to this thing, which I thought was more relevant than my lady taking a little bit of damage. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought that that was more relevant. I forgot. Longbow Musho to you as well. Got addicted to Terraria at the same time as I started Monster Train. Well, welcome back. I hope that Terraria was sweet while it lasted. And the Blacker ZZ. Thanks for the 17 months Agbamusho to you too. This deck cannot rock offering now. Not yet. Perhaps someday though. Oh, you're taking 37? That's really not very much. The Titan will wake soon. Yeah, looks like it. Math time? 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. That's 18s? 18, 18, 18. It's 9. 7. Okay, so it would kill. I think I get 6 attacks. Only applies a little bit of frostbite. I'm gonna like assume that this is pretty good. Is it pretty good? How much burnout do you have left? This is probably fine. Is holdover engulfed in smoke with double stack just busted? I feel like it's significantly more than just busted. It's very, very, very strong. Ice Storm. Can I upgrade Ice Storm? Can choose Unstable Vortex or Merchant of Magic. I have 440 gold plus a Forgotten Boons. That feels like it's enough to buy out a Merchant of Magic pretty much, which probably makes Ice Storm pretty good here. I'm gonna guess. Subsuming Blade has finally arrived. I've been waiting so patiently. Okay. Votivary though? 5 gold every turn. Lots of good options here. What needs to cost less? Maybe this one. Charles Hostage, thanks very much for the 2 months. Show to you too. You want plus 20 in consume here. Oh. 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 This is a bad roll. Oh well. The YouTube video for when Votivary finally becomes gold. It's a nice thought. It's a nice thought. We're not healing our units that I know of. I think generally if you're not healing your units and you have a bunch of units, you just take Petrified Heart. I wonder what will be the last card to get gold bordered. Probably Claw. The card is just not good. Looks like we're going to a Hellvent. I wish I had like something to do with that. I guess I could duplicate Guardian's Amulet and look for cards that discard my hand. I could duplicate the Engulfed in Smoke. That's certainly not unreasonable. Do I care about finishing my goal borders? Nope, not even slightly. Rage! Did I say it was shield? Apparently it's rage. I think rage is generally a little bit spookier. Okay, it's a nice bailout. Super good. Rage is so hard. I don't know, maybe. Is it? I'll believe you. Nice hits. If Fel could stop moaning, that would be great. This game doesn't have modding, does it? I bet that would be a popular mod. What if every enemy started moaning? Would you like the Jorbs moans voice pack? Shall I get that uploaded to Steam or something? Could see what I could do. Be down for an every enemy is spell mod. Like just the sound effect, or actually every enemy is Fel? Because I think you would die quite quickly. But other than that, it sounds like a perfect idea. Okay. The first carriage would be quite rough, yeah. I wonder if there's any starting deck that could beat. So how many Fels would that be? That would be at least 7 or 8 Fels in the first train. What are Fel's stats? Oh. Are there any ending decks that could be that? Yes, there certainly are. I don't know about starting decks for it though. Starting Shadow Siege. Can't get a starting Shadow Siege, it's too rare. Exclamation mark MT reference. Clumsy gives you a link to a spreadsheet with all the info. I think we won. You know what? I didn't let my units die. Whoops. Yeah, fortunately the lady died from burnout. At least that happened. Return a random defeated unit to your hand, enhance it with plus 40 attack. Nope. It's Hoarfrost Effigy any good? No. Like, we're just gonna sap for 30 and kill with our bottom floor in the final fight. That's fine, I think. So yeah, I think definitely Ember again. Is it Formless Child's time to shine? I'll let you know. I'll send you like a Discord notification when it's Formless Child's time to shine. I have no intention of ever sending a Discord notification. That's not gonna happen. But you know. Specifically, it's not going to happen because Formless Child will never shine. Another Engulfed in Smoke, another Guardian's Amulet, another Ice Storm, another 1-cost Titan's Tooth, another Lodestone Totem. I don't know. Sort of feels like I need to make sure that I draw a spell every turn. Which makes me inclined to take another spell. Also feels like I need stuff that costs less than 3. I need stuff that costs 2 or less so that I can play it and Guardian's Amulet. So Ice Storm or Engulfed in Smoke, I think, are the main ones there. Again, another Engulfed in Smoke. Don't think about it too hard. I think we're removing dregs right now. Removing spells seems bad because of the Seraph fight that we're doing. Engulfed sometimes works against me with Burnout Lady. Nah, I think we'll be fine. Apply Ember Drain 1 to the attacked unit. Very rude. We might not get to set up on the bottom floor here because we need to get sap going for these Pyre Wings. If I die for giving them Spell Shield, I'll be embarrassed, but I'll also be surprised. Feels like it'll probably be fine. Okay. This is really interesting. Is there a way to play 3 of these cards without committing myself, I can play this one here. This one always goes here. And after I play this one, I can play this, and I can just throw this up here for the collector. Drip Fall. Okay. Theoretically, that works. These Gilded Wings. Eh. Also, where do I put Lady? Bit tricky. And Steel is so busted. Certainly draws some cards. This always gets played here. Maybe I can do this? Maybe? These can actually go to the pyre, I think. I'm pretty sure they don't deal damage to it. Atomic, enjoy! It's like sort of rude to talk about, just in general. When you're like enjoying a show, it's sort of rude to talk in the audience about how you want to go watch a different show. Atomic, you're fine. I'm advertising that podcast in my title, but yeah, I don't know. PSA. In case you never learned that in your life. Your face is a podcast, Blazar. Uh-oh. Well, that's a bit awkward. Gosh, apparently people were like really not understanding what I just said. That's unfortunate. We just draw Engulfed in Smoke, so we won't have that here either. This is already 595 damage though. Looks like we're probably okay. Oh, also, I just like drew this, so not an issue. This has all of my creatures dying, which is perfect. Exactly what I want. Well, thanks, awesome. It just puts me in an awkward position. Like, it's less like the rudeness, but when you're talking about somebody else who plays Monster Train in my channel, it puts me in an awkward position because I'm sitting in front of a bunch of people and I don't know the person you're talking about, and I don't really have the ability to comment on what you're talking about and recommend their content to people. And I do recommend lots of content to people. I like look around Twitch and I become friends with people who I like the shows of, and then I like have them on the stream to introduce them to you, and then I host them and raid them and tell you about tournaments they're in and stuff. But yeah, that's like how I recommend content on this channel. So if you're someone who watched something that you thought was cool, talking about that like somewhere else is awesome, but puts me in a weird situation if you're talking about it here. Let's take one more Guardian's Amulet. Card is good. It's a little bit awkward because I can't play two of them in the same turn, and I have one of them that has holdover, but the card's good. We'll find some way to make it worthwhile. Maybe I'll give it -1 cost twice or something. Oh my gosh. Wait, actually, I can have both of them with holdover? That probably works. I don't think spell power does that much here. Icicle Fracture is okay. GGP3! So that's 6 months. Angabomo show to you too. Have you considered that perhaps it would be more fun to not have any strength? When will I start streaming Curse of the Dead Gods? I was planning on about 3.5 hours from now. 3.25 hours from now. I'll look for a stopping point around about 3.25 hours from now. So if that's like a little bit earlier, because the run ends like 15 minutes before then it'll be earlier. If it's later, because the run takes a while, then it'll be later than that. You know what I'm saying. So this Seraph has purifiers, which really makes me want to set up on the bottom floor. But the bottom floor only has 4 space. Pretty awkward. I think we go ahead and set up on the bottom floor anyway. That's a pretty good hit. First spell I play auto-consumes. I don't think I really want to consume any of those this turn, so let's just do this. And then I do get to freeze one of these for next turn. Oh shit. I put the Dreg behind her. I would describe that as a mistake. I think that is probably a mistake. And you know what? I don't think it matters even a tiny bit. I think it absolutely doesn't matter. So, I guess that's cool. Sure. It says that it's gonna sap here, but it actually saps here when you do that. which is not what I thought it was gonna do, so that's pretty interesting. The first time I've ever seen that drip fall interaction. It doesn't seem like it should be what it does. Does it? That seems wrong to me. First spell I play consumes. Choose a card to reform. No, thank you. I track win percentages? No, I do not. Not really worth my time. Win percentage is not a very... It doesn't have a lot of information in it, win percentage. Can mean a ton of different things. I thought this was the other holdover sap card. I just like read it wrong. Whoops. Also awkward that I stealthed this floor and then put a unit on it. Because this unit's just gonna get attacked, like, yeah, but it shouldn't matter. I'm around things for the 13 months, I'm going to use well. Consume the smoke, yep. Yeah, we don't need that in any way. So, perfectly fine to consume it. We consume this time. I'm gonna stop being able to draw cards because my hand is gonna be full. Hero maxing for 2 years. Bomusho to you as well. Yeah, if you go Frostbite only, you don't get Sweep on Tethys, so it's pretty unusual to go Frostbite only. Ow! That's probably why this never freezes blights, huh? Never freezes the curse cards. Probably the devs trying to be nice and stop you from ever having those stuck in your hand. So we're definitely leaking a little bit of damage to Gilded Wings, but not enough to kill us. And there's a completely reasonable reason why, too. It's that we're playing this every single turn. Actually, these won't deal damage to us because I'm going to Guardian's Amulet on that floor this turn. that well. That's okay. Gravity let me down. This is the final wave already, and we win without taking damage to our units. Sap's pretty strong. Seraph is another 15 turns away from attacking for the first time. Monka S. Best to fish EU.